Today, we're going to dive into an industry that feels both totally familiar and, let's be honest, a little bit like a relic: the magazine. But what happens when that old school business model gets hit by the full force of the digital age? Well, we're going to explore that exact question through a real-world publisher, Merceh Co, to see how a legacy business tries to survive and maybe even thrive when its entire world moves online. But first, a quick question for you. Seriously, think about it for a second. When was the last time you actually bought a physical paper magazine? Was it at the airport last year, maybe last month, or you kind of can't remember, can you? That one simple question right there gets to the absolute heart of the massive shift we're about to unpack. And this is the fundamental conflict. The print era was all about that physical feeling, right? A curated collection of stories that felt like a special monthly treat. But the digital era, it's the total opposite. It's about instant access to a literally infinite amount of stuff. And importantly, a lot of it is free. So how in the world does a business built for the world on the left survive in the world on the right? So to really understand how one company can navigate that clash of worlds, we first need to zoom out and look at the big picture. Because this isn't just a problem for one publisher. It's a massive survival challenge for an entire industry that was built on ink and glossy paper. This right here is the core economic nightmare. For decades, the model was simple. You sell magazines to readers and you sell ad space to companies. But with fewer and fewer people buying those physical copies, publishers are in a frantic race to find new money before the old money dries up completely. To really get this, we've got to pop the hood and see how a magazine actually works as a business. Where does the cash come from and where does it all get spent? Okay, on the income side, it's a mix. You've got advertisers who are paying to get their products in front of a very specific audience. And then you have the readers themselves who are paying for subscriptions or just grabbing a copy at the store. For the longest time, advertising and print sales were the two powerful engines driving this whole industry. But then you look at the expenses. And wow, the costs tied to the physical world are huge. Paper, printing, and just trucking the magazines all over the country, those are massive bills that a purely digital website just doesn't have. And that's on top of paying all the writers, editors, and designers who actually create the content. And speaking of that, creating the magazine itself is this incredibly complex, human-powered process. It's a whole workflow, starting with an idea from the editor-in-chief that goes through writing, fact-checking, editing, designing, all before it finally gets approved, printed, and shipped. It's a million miles away from just banging out a quick social media post. Okay, so that's the industry backdrop. Now let's zoom in and put a name to all this. With our case study, Merceh Co. Think of them as a 60-year-old heavyweight champion trying to learn a completely new fighting style. So Merceh is a true giant in its field. We're talking 60 years in the game, a publicly traded company with over 300 different magazines. But this last point is the really crucial one. They do their own printing. That's unusual, and it means their business is literally physically tied to the fate of the paper magazine. So what's their game plan? Well, their official mission is all about providing expert information. And that word expert is everything. It's their big bet. It's what they believe makes their stuff worth paying for when there's an ocean of free content out there. They're not just making content, they're selling trust and quality. But is a noble mission enough to keep the lights on? To figure that out, we have to look at the money. And the numbers, well, they tell a really fascinating story about whether this whole strategy is actually working. At first glance, things look pretty good, actually. If you just look at their total revenue over the last 5 years, you see a nice, clear, upward trend. You might see this and think, what crisis? Everything's fine. But then you look a little closer. While that total revenue number is climbing, the actual number of physical magazines they're selling is steadily going down year after year. This is the crack in the foundation. The company's core original product is slowly shrinking away. So if print sales are down, but total money is up, where's it coming from? And boom, here's your answer. It's advertising, and it is climbing sharply. This has become the company's lifeline. But the huge, multi-million-dollar question is this: can this new fire hose of ad money grow fast enough to save the entire business as the old one dries up? So you can see Merceh is in this high-stakes race against time, but the road ahead isn't just a simple balancing act. The digital world has turned into a maze, filled with all kinds of new and unpredictable dangers. Just look at the world they live in now. They've got to worry about modern threats like cybersecurity and the fact that a tiny change in Google's algorithm could make their content practically invisible overnight. But at the exact same time, they still have to worry about old-school problems like paper shortages. It's like they're fighting a war on two completely different fronts. And when you boil it all down, the fate of Merce and maybe the entire magazine industry really comes down to this one single question. In a world that is absolutely overflowing with free stuff, is real, curated, professional expertise still something people are willing to pay for? The answer to that is going to define the future of media.